Alright, so the next thing I want to show you is a little more customizing your site. And we just got done changing this header image, which made our site look a lot better. But what if I want to change the color of this background, or change this white right here to another color, or these links right here, if I don't want them blue, if I want them red or green or orange, whatever I want to be able to change those to. So let's go back to the dashboard and go down to Appearance, and I want you to go to Theme Options. Now I can always change it from the white or the light theme over to the dark theme. And let's say if I click on the dark theme, you're going to see that it changed the link color from that blue to this orange. And if I click Save Changes and I come back to my site, and you're going to see these were blue initially. And let's see what happens when I refresh the page. Alright, so it changed this background to a dark gray. This right here that was white is now black, and these links over here are now going to be orange. Now let's say if I want to take these links right here and I want them to be blue again. I can always come over here, go to select a color, and since I'm using a Mac, this is going to be different on a PC, but I'm sure it's pretty similar. And let's say if I want to take this blue, I can customize it to make it any of these different colors over here, which is going to be code for the actual color. So let's just say if I want that one right there, that color blue, and then I come over to Save Changes. I go back to my site and refresh. You're going to see that they're blue, and that's the reason why whenever I change the theme to the dark from the light, with the light theme, blue is going to be a nice contrast with the white, but with black you can see how it's really hard to see these links, and that's why they changed it to orange. So let's come back over here and maybe change it to let's go to like a white. I can even change it to white. Select that color, which FFFFF is going to be white, and 00000 is going to be black, just so that you know. A little coding there for you. Then you come back in here, refresh, and they're going to be white. But the reason why you don't want the links to be white is all the text is white, the links are white, and people aren't going to know unless they scroll over top of it there's an actual link. So if you're going to keep it with a black background, I would definitely recommend keeping these links like an orange or some sort of color close to orange. And if you're going to have it as a white background, blue is pretty calming to the eye, so we can keep that at blue. But let's just say if we don't like the dark theme and we like the light theme, I can always come back and then select a color and go back to some sort of blue, which is what the initial default was. We'll go ahead and choose that one, and then I come over here and I click Save, come back up here to my site and refresh. There you have it. This went right back to blue. It's a little bit darker of a blue than it initially was, and the theme went right back to the white, or the light theme as it's called. So now let's say if I want to leave this white up here and I want to change this to another color, where that would be found is you go down to Appearance, which is where we're at, and then I go to my background. And then this preview up here, as you can see, is going to be white. That's what color it is right now. And if I go to Display Options, Background Color, and like I told you, the 00000 is going to be black. There's my my preview right there. And then I go on to Save Changes, come to my site and click Refresh. You're going to see that this stayed white, and now my background is going to be black. So let's say if I like the way that looks really cool. That's the easiest way to come into your site and change the background. You can always change the theme, and this is just with 2011. I'm going to show you some other themes that we can grab and give you a lot more customization options when it comes to changing the look and feel of your site. But with this default WordPress theme 2011, they don't give you too many options. But this will work right now if you don't want to spend any money yet. I mean, we can go to get a theme that'll cost us 49 bucks up to 200 bucks. And you know, some of the themes that are out there that I want to recommend are going to be about 70. I think it's about 70 to $80 for a theme. And this is going to give you a lot more customization. Not only are you going to be able to change this header image, this background color, you know, instead of just being able to change it from a light to a dark theme, I'm going to be able to change this to blue, red, orange, green, pink, purple, whatever I want this to be, as well as change around a bunch of other things. And just to give you an example, let's say if I go to another one of my sites. Alright, so this is a theme made by Woo Themes that I was able to customize this header up here. And this thing down here, I'd like to let you know, is called the fold. So this line down here at the bottom where my web browser ends, everything from this line up is above the fold. everything below that is below the fold. And when it comes to a website, you want as much information up at the top above the fold as possible. So this navigation bar up here, I wanted to take my header image and my logo and all that stuff, and I want to make this as small as possible and move this navigation bar up as far as possible and get as much content down here as I can. And the only way to do that, let's say if I go back to the test site and I scroll up to the top, you see that how Hello World and Archives and January, these are the only things above the fold. And you can see how low my navigation bar is on this theme right here, and then I have this header image and all this stuff. Well, with the new site, or with my other site I should say, and the theme that I have, I want you to pay attention right here to where this navigation bar is. Now look at where the navigation bar is on this one. It's way higher. So buying a new theme and being able to customize and do this type of thing is going to be very beneficial to you, and that's why it's worth spending 70 bucks. You can see how these widgets over here on the right, they don't look like this anymore. These don't have boxes, they're just kind of free floating. There's nothing I can really do about that. This search bar right here is up here at the top. Now if we go to my site, this is going to be the newsletter. This is how you subscribe. I can take this and I can move this down below Let's Connect, and I can move Let's Connect up to the top up here. I just found that I like the way that this is set up more. Each one of these icons right here I was able to customize as well. If I want to take Let's Connect out and just take this whole white box right here, I can completely remove that if I'd like. My search bar is going to be down here, which on our site is going to be up here at the top. And then each one of these little tabs over here, you can't do this with the default 2011 theme. You know, this is a theme that we bought, which is, it's just kind of cool to have little widgets like this. This was already built into the theme. All I had to do was just add a couple of these posts over here, and WordPress organizes all this stuff for you. The comments, the latest, the popular, it does all this for you. And now that I put this new theme on it, it just puts it in a really cool looking manner. Like it's a cool looking theme is the best way I can describe it. If I come down here to categories, Clint's blogs, gluten-free living, Joe's blogs, all this was done for us by WordPress and by the theme that we slapped onto WordPress. And then these archives down here, you can see how it's January and February. It looks a little cooler than these default WordPress archives over here. So that just kind of gives you a rundown of how to change a few things, and that gets you set up for the next video.